guys. So, I have myself a nice little, as you can see, EDF. I'm in the RC, diagram and stuff. And I got this thing a while back. And with work and whatnot, it's just been really tough trying to build anything. That's why I've not been online for God knows how long. It's because of that. So what I figured I would do is actually sit down and at least start putting this together. Like I say, it's been a while, so as you can see, that eventually is what it's going to look like. I'm probably not going to put the pod on the top, right? Start off. Obviously it needs to have an engine, but I might not put that on. Start off. That's going to be the last thing I do. I need to make sure the weight and everything is correct. I'm also gonna I'm thinking about putting an FPV transmitter on the front, so I don't have to fly it line of sight. I can fly it FPV. But there's gonna be a whole bunch of these coming up. I've also got a racing quadcopter to build. So move that out of the way. I don't have a lot of space on my desk. We'll see in a minute. I only have a little bit of space on my desk, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me with that. But we're gonna start off. There's the wing. There's two wings, as you can see. There's a glider wing and a sport wing. So I'm gonna build the sport wing to start off with. I really need a bigger desk. But when I did a drone build, or if I carry on with this, I'm not going to be on for long because I have to drive down south to work. But I'm going to at least make a start on there. So we're going to start with putting the servos in the sport wing, and hopefully I'll have it by the time I get around to doing the fuselage. Have a bigger desk too. So what we're basically going to do, the two servos go in here, and then there's a the push rod, the wires come out in the middle, and the push rods go in, and all the wires are in. So what I need is, if I can find where I put the damn thing, there it is this. This is all the hardware. It's got landing gear and we'll open that, and we're going to use some foam tape underneath the servos. I got some mini servos right here. Pretty much they're just gonna go right in that, and then you have rods going. So first off, what we're going to do, get this kind of section cover. You can see the spars in the middle right there. Oh, I know what I do need. Hang on. get the I need to get the Y harness. 1 second, guys. So this is the wire and harnesses. Have Velcro. Have some ESC extensions for the motor. They have 2 wire and harnesses right here. The longer one is for this, and the shorter one is for the longer one is for the wider one. There. So we get some double-sided tape. Bottom of the servo. Basically, the servo is about think about the servo, the ailerons being like the fingers and stuff. Push rod is the bone. Servo is the muscle that can pull in. Actually makes it. So yeah, like I say, eventually this is going to have an FPV. I have no nails. We're trying to get a little bit of plastic off. Okay. Pain in that. In. And I forgot to put the horn on it. Damn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. Screwed up already. You have to have the control on. But you know what we're going to do? We're not going to do it. Because the reason being is I have to get the receiver in. Oh, we're just going to there. Black to black. Native power signal. Native power signal. The servo. Have a control on, but it's not the road. So that can go in there like that. Good, wired up right. Negative power signal, negative power signal. They're all in. Pull that through just a little bit. Go through and we can just pull them in so it's relatively tight. Down, in, so that's the flush. That. Now, the other side. That. And then these are basically going to be held in when you put the wing on top of the fuselage. These will be held in anyway. I'm just going to put a bit of tape over it. Stop it from falling out when we turn it upside down. Okay, so that's good. So they can come out the middle now. So the actual servo wires, because the wing's upside down, of course, going to come out the middle right here. And then like that. Tape over the top just to hold it down for now. So there's basically the wing half done already. Now what we need to do is, I'm not worried about the landing gear, but what we need are the push rods. And the push rods, these things, they go like that to the arm. So we need the two short ones. So these little push rods are basically just go in here like this. So just quick boost fit. Like I say, it's basically go in like that, and push rod. Fingers in there. And the push rod, basically, you can see just goes like that. Servo arm. The problem with these servo arms is a really tiny screw. And I am using E-Flight EPLDs 575s. Actually, what I'm actually using, these actually came out of a Blade SR helicopter. that I summarily crashed. Not on purpose, of course. But I was learning to fly it, and basically a gust of wind came along. I wasn't quick enough, and it decided it was going to take a hit and flip upside down, land on the rotor hub. And pretty much that was it. That was the end of it. Here's my chart. So that's pretty much the sport wing done. So if you look, when the servo goes back, the aileron comes up. When the servo goes forward, the aileron. So, of course, it all needs trimming out, but that's that pretty much done. So, and for this, I am using an AR6100E microlight receiver. 6-channel receiver. I've got throttle, aileron, elevator, rudder, gear, but I'm not using the gear. Focus. But it's a Spectrum receiver. And I will be using I have an ACE-32 coming for the drone build, which is pretty much a standard flight controller for those. That's probably going to be on Clean Flight. But for this, I have coming a Vector controller and OSD. And OSD basically means on-screen display. So basically, it's gonna give me a heads-up display for that. Okay, so that's the sport wing done. Let me go get the fuselage, and we'll put the servo in there. Here's the fuselage, the rudder and tail, and there's the other horizontal stabilizer. And like I say, right now all I'm doing is just test fitting. I'm not doing any gluing or anything like that. Because I do have to go get some canopy glue, and I have to go get some excuse me, I have to go get some more CA, some cyanoacrylate. Or to everybody else, super glue. So let's open the front. This actually already has the push rods installed, which is great. Saves me having to bend push rods. So there is the inside of the fuselage. There's the 2 push rods. At the tail section, there they come back. Two servos go on the inside here, radio in the middle. Here's the canopy right there, so I'm probably going to use, that's theoretically where the battery goes, but I'm probably going to use that bit right there for my FPV stuff. Put the transmitter in there with the camera sticking out top. Magnets on. Awesome. Near Earth magnets. And then on the front, there's actually two little holes right here. So I might even actually put some, even though that's technically for airflow, I might even put some what you call it, LEDs in there. That I think would be cool to have a couple of little lights. But yeah, like I said, I think that will be cool to have those in. So basically, here's the tail section. That gets dropped in like that. Of course, you're gonna have to make sure it's square. Then the tail goes on here, gets glued in. That. Of course, again, you have to make sure it's all square. And of course, gap underneath. Oh, little bit. Oh, maybe. That goes in like that. That's pretty cool. So let's take the tail section off for now and put that to the side. You need to get servos. The other one though. Oh, that's the home. Alright, I'm missing a servo from. Basically, the servos are going to go in here. That they go on the side like that. Yeah. Okay, they go on. Side? No, they don't go in sideways. They're going forward like this. They're going forward like that. So I actually need to get let's see. I need to zoom heck up and so that goes in just like that, and then the two push rods will go in there just like this. There's the other servo. I knew I had another servo somewhere. So the servo would go in. Sorry if you guys can't see, I'm trying to this so drop in. And again, like I say, these I'm just press fitting these. I'm not gonna tape them in or anything like that right now. So there we go. So there's the two mini servos. There's a switch plate on the side. Is there a switch plate on the side? Static port? I don't know. Alright, so that's that. So that's there, like that. Alright, so that's that right there. Then, what I'm probably going to do with the receiver, probably put it right in here in the side like that, so it's perfect. I have to figure out how I'm going to deal with the antennas, and then probably the flight controller right on the bottom. So right now, because I don't have the flight controller to put on the bottom, heck, I might even put the flight controller up front. But until I have that, I can't really plan out the inside. What we can do is under here is where this wheel goes, right there, and then each side is a tail wheel, so it will sit like this. So that'll be cool. Now I've got to try and figure out how to get it back out. So, breaking the glue. I need some pliers. I don't have any pliers. So, but yeah, so that'll basically, well, what you can see. There's a nose wheel. Main gear. So it's got quite a long stance for that. So that'll be cool. I need to get some push rod arms. I need to get some push rod arms for this. Hang on, one second, let me just deal with this. There we go. Turn that down a little bit. So, and then wing go on, the sport wing go on just like that. So, just like that, see? And then those 4 magnets at the tops for the pod. So, pretty simple build to do. Real easy. The pin at the back for to hold the wing down. But what I might do, looks like it has a screw thread in it. What I might do is just maybe put some rods through, like a lot of old planes do. They have rods right, one in the front and then one at the tail end, so that one at one at the tail end so that you just put X-shaped rubber bands over. You put a couple that way, and then one like that, and that'll hold the wing down. So, and then, like I say, canopy there like that. What I might do, actually, you know what? Oh, get my transmitter out. Well, we'll see if we can actually bind this receiver. Other lipo. There's the other one. Of course, I'm using lipos. This is my test lipo. It is a 3-cell 11 volt. Turn transmitter on. All the switches up and back. So this is a DX6. So alright, so what I need to do, model select. So we're going to add a new model. I don't think you guys can see that. I think that's, yeah, you see. I think you guys can, yeah, you're getting the reflection of the light. Plus my stupid keyboard from my other computers in it. So we need to add a new model. Yeah, you're not going to see it because of the backlight. That sucks. So, add a new model. Yes, I want to create a new model. Model type is going to be aircraft, fixed wing. Model name is going to be, what do we call it? Syncro, right? Yeah. Y N D R O. Back. Aircraft type. Normal tail, normal. Okay, so it's dual ailerons because it's got two oh, what happened to my camera? Camera fell. So it's a dual aileron, and we have a single. It's not a V-tail. It's not dual elevators. So it's a normal tail, which is a single servo for the tail, for the rudder, and a single servo for the aileron. Let's see if you can see it. Alright, so you got dual ailerons and a normal tail. Single servo for each. power glider. Okay, list. Alright, so that's set. Flight mode setup. Flight mode switch enabled. Inhibit. Alright, so what I want to do is my flight mode. My arming switch is going to be this one right at, whoops, this one right at the back here. So all the way back. That's my flight mode switch. Okay, channel assign, throttle, elevator, rudder, aileron. Turn off aux. Well, I can actually, let's do this. Well, let me do that. So we'll set them to inhibit right now. Trim setup. So it's normal. Telemetry. I don't have any telemetry for that receiver. And this receiver is a DSM-2 receiver. It's not. So this bind. Select. Switch H. Switch H. Going to be. I'm going to use that for. Let's see. Option. All right. Alright, so we're on the bind. So we put power to that. Okay, so that's ready. Bind. Put the receiver into bind. Bind. Why bind failed? Oh wait, hang on. I can't remember how to put this receiver into bind. Crap. Forgot how to do it. Where is it? AR6100E. 6. Alright. Let me zoom in. It's DSM-2. It must be bound to the transmitter bind. The bat bind plug on the receiver. Throttle leading. Oh, that's why. That bind, throttle leading. that should be right. So line plug on the battery. There is the middle. This one, the battery is plugged into. That's flashing. Oh, shut off Windows freaking update. That's flashing. Red binding. DSM2 1024 22 milliseconds. Bind complete. Okay. So now we can power this down, power that down. And then we get, let's go for the ailerons. Because we need to set these up for 0 anyway. So we'll set that in my drink holder. So we'll set this like this, so you can see the ailerons move. Get the receiver. We'll turn on the transmitter. See if you can.
Volume 100.
So you should be able to hear the transmitter now. So let's go plug this into the battery. So these are obviously not 0. So what I need to do is get my little stupid screwdriver, which is right there. We'll pull the power. And let's take these screws out. And try not to lose them. Same on this side. So what we need to do is 0 it. Once these servos are at 0, we can put the horns back on. Alright, so let's power up the transmitter and stuff again.
Volume 100.
Okay, so you should be able to hear that, so power this in. Okay, so servo should be at 0. May have to reverse the channel. I don't like the sound of those, but they will do for now. Alright, so now that's at 0. We can hold the aileron level, and we put that in there. And then on this side we do the same thing. Put the push rod through the little screw hole, and we put this so it's at 0. Like that. Then we put the little screws in. hold the horn in place. And this is why I don't like doing these, because they're tiny little ass freaking screws. But as long as I can keep that like that, the servos will stay level. And we get this side. What do I do with that tiny little ass screw? There it is. Black screw on a black desk, guys. Yeah. Okay. Okay, so that's moving the push rod's good. So we'll just go here, like this. Hold that push rod straight and we'll get the screw. We'll just tighten the screw down onto the push rod. Nice and gentle, just snug it. Same on this side. Get that like that. Tighten the screw down on the push rod. Now, okay, so I want to go to the right. That goes left. And go to the left. That goes right. So what we actually need to do is reverse the channels. So that should actually be right. That should actually be left. So we go into menu, servo setup. Then we go down to elevator, rudder. That's travel. I want travel. I need to door rate. Oh, mixing. There we go. Rudder on elevator, aileron rudder. Nope. No, find it. Differential. I forget how to do it. Subtram, reverse. There we go. So now, if we go left, that should go left. That's it. Oh shit, that one popped out. This is where you glue them in. But I'm not gluing them in right now. So left still goes right. So it's not that. That's right, that should reverse. That's left. That's right. These are still wrong. Why weren't they reversed? They should oh, ow. They should reverse. Sounds like I'm scratching. Yep, battery's dead. That's why they're chattering. Which doesn't surprise me in the least. But they're in. I know those work, so we can pull this out. I can actually go take this, put this on the charge. So the goal is the receiver is bound to the transmitter, so I don't need to worry about binding this now. That's why everything's so freaking loud. No, I don't want to freaking do that. Windows crap. So, you can turn my mic back down now. So that transmitter's bound to that receiver, which is good. So, when I get the flight controller, I can put that in, and we'll be sorted. Oh, God, that reach. You know what I might even do is just put the transmitter actually under the wing, like this. Put the transmitter under the wing like this. But then that ties that to that freaking wing, as opposed to the aircraft. But those servos are good, so I know those servos are good. Good. Now, back to El Fuselage. So, with the with the radio, I can probably. God, these wheels are going to be a pain in the ass now. Fuck it. Let me put the other wheel on. At least it'll freaking stand now. Like that. I can always just zoom this in. So what I might do, see, this is a bind plug, basically just shorts the pins out. So you don't want to actually lose the freaking bind plug. So what I'm going to do is just get my other glasses again, put the bind plug back on the receiver, but in a situation where it won't bind. So I'm just going to put it on all the grounds of the other transmitter legs, like that. That way it won't bind, but I won't lose it either. So, I don't know. I'm thinking about putting it in here like this. Putting it in there like that, because it fits nicely. But I'm concerned about the antennas themselves, because they're only short 2.4 gig antennas. So what I may do is just actually, I could put it in the bottom of the canopy like that. Actually, probably that way. I could just stick that there like that. But then again, I now have to figure out a way to put the freaking transmitter for the video. And the camera. And I thought, well, okay, well, why don't we just lop the nose off? But I can't lop the nose off because that's solid polystyrene, that's solid EPF. And I really want the camera right up front because it's FPV. And if I pull the canopy off, I can get at the camera. So that's all going to depend on where I'm going to put the flight controller. and the camera when they come later on this week. I also have a hole at the bottom here. I have a piss port that I can put some wiring out of. Because the other thing with the and I'll probably, what I might do is run a GPS, because it has a GPS receiver in it for the flight controller, so I might put the GPS receiver on the, where are we? On the back right here, because it's only little. It's the size of it's the size of this receiver. But the flight controller is 32 by 32. So, heck, I could even theoretically put this receiver in like this, and just have, oops, I'm way out of it, and just have the have that like that, and then just put some tape in there. But I don't like that because it's right next to the push rods, and of course when I put all the servo plugs in, that ain't gonna work. So I don't know yet. But I could always just put the receiver in the nose, at the bottom. I may have to make a tray for the battery to sit in the top, because I'm gonna be using one of these. Well, actually, it's gonna be this one right here, which is a 3-cell 1800. With the Dean's connector on. And I could actually theoretically use two batteries, put one on top of the other like this, one for the motors and the other one for the radio transmitter, or the FPV. So that'll fit in there too. See, the batteries, drop that in there. See, the battery wires, because I've also got an ESC to fit in too, so that battery can go in there. That battery can go in there. Now the problem with that is, with the camera in there, it's going to be nose freaking heavy. So what you actually want to do is have this battery, if you can, smack bang in the damn middle, like this, over the center of gravity. So that may entail having the vector at the bottom and the battery up at the top, like this, like that, and then the flight controller right down inside. So I have some foam to put the flight controller in, so that's not gonna move. A lot of people just stick it down with the double-sided foamy tape. I don't like doing that. I may stick it down into the foam, but that's as far as that goes. So pretty much right now, until I get all the stuff from Ready Made RC, which I ordered freaking Friday. It's supposed to be same day delivery, and it still hasn't even shipped yet, as far as I know. God, Tommy Chong's wife is hot. As far as I know, so I have to. I'm kind of stuck. I'm kind of pissed too, because I have it second day, so it should be here freaking Friday. Not Friday, Wednesday. Ready Made RC. Let's see if there's any progress. Log in. Order processing in the warehouse. Okay. So they're actually putting it together right now. So what I actually did was... I've ordered a quad race receiver, which is basically the new version of this. I got some new Fat Sharks coming because my other ones are dead. I have a Cricket cam, which is a camera and 5.8 gig transmitter all in one package. I have the Vector coming for this, and I have a Naze 32 coming for the quad, which is going to be the next build. And of course, I already have a receiver, 5.8 gig receiver, so I'm good for that. So that should be good. So right now, as it stands, I have the ailerons done. The servos are in for that. And we are pretty much set right now for this. The receiver is bound to my DX6, which is good. That was one thing that I was kind of worried about. I didn't know whether it would actually bind or not, considering this isn't that. I even have a freaking gyro I could theoretically put in there, but the flight controller has one built in, so I'm good for that. So, pretty much, oops. So pretty much, we're pretty much set. There's not much I can do right now until I get all that crap in. So, you guys have a good day. Thank you for joining me for the last hour or so, and no doubt I'll be back soon. Once I get all the toys in from Ready Made RC, that'll be a lot better, and we can actually get this build really getting going together. So expect that probably maybe Thursday, Friday, or even over the weekend. I might get it done over the weekend because it shouldn't take long. The main problem is just gluing and stuff, so... You guys have fun, sit back, relax, enjoy the week, and go enjoy.